full. It's even what we produce, you know. Everything that we do from the Evo.
Alright guys, we're just here at the CZ booth as you just saw. We're at Paul from ASG. And we're just running through some of the real steel versions of what ASG produce. So these are all real steel from CZ. Everyone's familiar with the ASG P07. This is obviously the real steel version in 9mm. And just to show you some of the, well, small differences, everybody knows the ejection port on the CO2 version doesn't open up. Obviously it does on the real steel. And the first thing you notice with the real steel is the strength of the recoil spring. Oh, it's tremendous. It's probably about 300 or 400% stronger than the CO2 version is. I mean, look how quickly this snaps forward. It's incredible the difference. You've got a working decocker, which the CO2 one does lack, but it's just as comfortable as the airsoft version. So that's the P07. And that's actually in 40 Smith & Wesson. Everybody wants to see the P09. This is also in 40. There's some 9mm versions over there behind us, but again, the feel of this is pretty much identical to the airsoft version, and again, the difference you notice straight away is the power in that recoil spring. But otherwise, the fit and finish is so close to the airsoft. They've got it so close. Same features as well. You got your safety as well. So it's just as comfortable as the airsoft version is. There are also some interesting models here as well. This is the P10C in 9mm. So it's like a compact version. Again, incredibly comfortable. It'd be great if somebody produced this in an airsoft version. Really comfortable, nice piece. And then on to the more interesting ones that everybody wants to see. This is the Bren. So this is the S1 in FTE, chambered at 223. Again, the first thing that you notice, slightly heavier than the airsoft version. Again, that is just so smooth. CZ just did a phenomenal version with the bolts, or sorry, phenomenal job with the bolts. The smoothness there is just absolutely incredible. A lot of travel with the bolt, which you don't see with the airsoft version. And this has obviously got the suppressor on the end. A bit more front heavy is than the airsoft version, but again, ASG got it really close. It's a beautiful piece. And just take a look at this. What a phenomenal piece. Really interesting stock. The lower receiver is all polymer. I'm not quite sure what the upper is made from. Some kind of, I doubt it's aluminium, but it's so super lightweight, super compact. Again, the bolt is so smooth. And if somebody produced in an airsoft version, it would be phenomenal. Got a really interesting flash hider as well on the front end. CZ Evo. So this is the SMG version, the short version that nearly everybody in airsoft has. Again, first thing you notice is the stiffness of this bolt is absolutely incredible. So the amount of effort required just to cycle that bolt compared to the airsoft version. Same deal as well. Basically, you engage the bolt lock. You can put the bolt down again. So that's the lock. That's the bolt lock back, and as soon as you hit the slide release or the bolt release, snaps forwards. In terms of weight, probably a little bit more front end heavy than the airsoft version is, but it feels nearly identical to the real steel. The sights are a bit of a major difference as well. These are the original CZ sights, which retail for a lot more money than the airsoft ones do. But overall, ASG did a great job replicating this gun. One of the key differences, which you notice straight away, is the magnet here on the back end. It doesn't actually have the little lock that the airsoft version has. So as soon as you disengage the stock like that, it just sticks to the side of the receiver and stays there pretty rigidly in place. It doesn't take much effort to deactivate it. And that's pretty much it. The markings are ever so slightly different here on the selector switch. And you can see it's chambered in 9x19. So very good. That's the real steel Evo, or real steel Evo.